Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order at, I don't have my phone, 7:06.
Uh-oh, Kathleen.
Yes.
Now I have your phone.
I know. Oh, and it's locked. All right.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
You got it.
I'll give it right back to you. Okay, we're going to follow by a flag salute and a moment of silence. If everyone could please stand.
Kathleen, you want to lead us off?
Sure. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stand for a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. I hereby announce that pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the annual meeting notice, which was mailed to the Asbury Park Press and the Trenton Times, posted on the Public Announcements Bulletin Board in Town Hall, and filed in the office of the Township Clerk on December 20th, 2024. All attendees and participants agree to conduct themselves in a manner appropriate for public gathering. Individual speakers should be advised. Sorry, I gotta hit record. Individual speakers should be advised that no right of privacy protects a person's public comments made in a public forum. Accordingly, all participants bear responsibility for their own statements and commentary. Oath of office is going to be administered to Committee Person Eric Davis and Committee Person Tara Zabrowski as members of the Township Committee. Who'd like to go first?
Sure.
Commissioner LaCitra is going to administer the oath of office.
Congratulations.
Is the mic on?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Wait, she's got to
Yep, the Bible.
The Bible.
Tara, you're not ready.
Okay.
Now
Your
she's
right
ready.
hand.
Okay, I state your name.
I, Tara Zabrowski,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially
that I will impartially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
office of
office of
Township Committee Person
Township Committee Person
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Okay, Eric?
And this is Assemblyman Zawicki is going to be administering the oath of office.
Bible?
Yes, please.
Right hand, you.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Please repeat after me. I, Eric Davis,
I, Eric Davis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially
that I will impartially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of committeeman.
of the office of committeeman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do roll call. Committee Person Eric Davis.
Yes.
Committee Person Al Farrow.
Here.
Committee Person Chris Morris.
Here.
Committee Person Tara Zabrowski.
Here.
Committee Person Jeff Ziner.
Here.
Next step is I'm going to ask for a motion to appoint the mayor for 2025.
I move to appoint Mr. Farrow as mayor of Millstone Township.
I will second.
All right, I'm going to do roll call vote. Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Committee Person Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabroski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
And Committee Person Farah.
Yes.
Congratulations. I'm going to now hand the meeting over to the mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. At this point, I need to ask for a motion to appoint deputy mayor. Do I have a motion for deputy mayor?
I'd like to motion for Committeeman Morris to be deputy mayor.
Thank you. Do I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Committee Person Morris?
Absolutely.
Committee Person Zabroski?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
And Mayor Farah.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you. So at this stage of the meeting, with the formalities put away, there's always a statement made by the mayor and then the deputy mayor, and then we go into the regular portion of the meeting. And I have to say thank you to my colleagues to my left and to my right. I'm just one person of a big wheel, and though they chose me as mayor again for 2025, there's a lot of good things that are going to be happening, and I'll go through a few things. But it is not done by any means solely, rest on my shoulder. It's a collaborative effort of this administration, of all of the township employees, in addition to numerous people sitting here, and I'm going to go through a bunch of people. We have Superintendent James McCarthy, who is newly appointed as our Superintendent of Schools. We have Chief Maloney, who is just promoted to Chief of Millstone Fire Department. Lieutenant Salvato, Commanding Officer of State Police, Commissioner Ross Lasitra of Monmouth County, and Assemblyman Alex Zawicki, of which the collaboration between the township and everybody that I just mentioned is so important, because they are just cogs in a wheel that if we don't all work together for a common good to protect everybody, to make sure that the public is safe, that the quality of life is there, it doesn't work. And through everybody's efforts and a lot of hours and collaboration, this is the results that we have. We have a gem in New Jersey that few people know about, and that's Millstone Township. And we're going to keep that vision moving forward. With that said, I'll keep it short, and at the end, I'm going to ask for our people here to say a few words. And there's also, we have school board members here that make up a tremendous value to bring to our residents and our families here, and especially the children. We have Member Molina, we have Member Signorella, we have Vice President Karina Ramos, and that's about it that I see. Okay. Also, we have boards and chairmen of our boards and commissions here, and I believe there's a few that are in the House. I saw Doug Lissick, who's our chair of the Environmental Commission. Is he here?
Right there.
Doug? Hi. Thank you very much for all your volunteerism, as well as all of the other chairmen from our planning boards to our Board of Adjustments to Open Space, Historic Commission, Agricultural Commission, and everybody else. Township employees, I could just go on and on and on. So you could see how this wheel is very big, and we need all of these pieces to be together and well-oiled. So thank you to everybody, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. I will get to you at some point throughout the year. Deputy Mayor, please.
Thank you, and Happy New Year, everyone. Great to see a lot of familiar faces here. A lot of people in this room and on this day is here. My fellow committee members have been a tremendous amount of support for me as a newer member to this committee. So thank you all for the confidence in letting me continue in a role that I was previously in. Thank you to Kevin and Kathleen, and really all the administrative people behind the scenes that do all the real work, right? We're here to help facilitate and be your voice of the community, to drive our message through the community and to listen to what you need, and our job's to facilitate, right? We can't do that without the countless number of employees that are in our township buildings that are actually doing the day-to-day work. So thank you to them as well. I have the privilege of working with a lot of them directly on a lot of great initiatives. I think we've done some pretty tremendous work in the past couple years. I think we have some lofty goals for the next couple of years. in our park specifically, which I'm directly attached to. And I'm proud. I have a very supportive family who are in the audience today that helped me guide through some of this as well when I come home. So just happy to be here and very thankful.
I have to add, without the consent of the wives, we would not be sitting here. So thank you to the two of you, Gina and Kristen. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Okay. I'd like to just sidestep a little bit as far as the agenda. I'd like to, ask you, gentlemen, to stand up each. Just tell us who you are, what your vision is of Millstone. Just a couple of minutes, and let the public know and the residents know why we're such a good gem. Superintendent McCarthy, we'll start with you. And welcome.
So, good evening. My name is Jim McCartney. I am the new superintendent of the schools. I want to thank the mayor and the committee for inviting me here this evening. They used a good analogy to start with the part of the cog in a wheel. This is my 4th day in the district, so I can say I'm running on the wheel really nonstop these past 4 days. But that being said, in the short time I've been here, I've learned that we have a community that's very passionate about education. We have a teaching team, an administration team, a staff that is truly committed to the district, and we have such talented students. So I think our future is going to be very bright. I think we're a strong foundation. I'm looking forward to the growth and opportunities that lie ahead, and you're going to be hearing about us all the time. It's going to be something you're going to be very proud of. Growing up in Monmouth County, I know the schools are the heart of a community, and we're going to continue to be something you're going to be very proud of. So thank you again for allowing me to be here this evening, and I'll be around. So.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Chief Maloney, please. Congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Mike Maloney. I'm a township resident here in Millstone. My family moved to Millstone 34 years ago. When I first was married, I lived down in the community for 10 years. I've been back now for 12, involved in the community, a parent of children within the school district. I represent a new change for our fire department. I am the first career fire chief in Millstone Township, having served as a professional firefighter here in town since 2005. Previous to that, I was a volunteer within our fire department and our EMS squad. As you know, I've been in front of you on several occasions representing our career EMS division, something that we've started in partnership with you now a little over 4.5 years ago, and something we're very proud of. Additionally, I serve as the Township's Emergency Management Coordinator, a position I've filled for you for the last 2 years. I obviously love this town. I've made that very clear to anybody I speak to. I'm very proud to be a resident of this community. I think we have something extremely special here. Our fire department has grown here over the last several years with the challenges due to a shortfall of volunteers and, of course, an increase within our overall call volume. We continue to see our call volume increase as the years fall by. When I started as a volunteer here in Millstone back in the late 1990s, the fire department was running about 275 calls a year. We fluctuated between 1,600 and 1,800 a year. So you can see we've clearly picked up the pace, and that couples with our involvement not only in the different services we provide, whether it be fire suppression, EMS, rescue services, reliance on mutual aid, both coming into town and they rely on us to come out of town. And all that coupled together, I have an excellent staff of both career and volunteer members who are very dedicated. They feel the same way I do about this community. We look forward to working with you. As always, we are always here for you. You have my number. I always encourage you to feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you and here to work with you. And I'm sure at some point I will be back in front of you in the near future.
You have our full support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If anybody from the Township Committee would like to join us, we are doing a swearing-in ceremony for myself as the fire chief on January 13th, but that also includes a promotion to captain. We promoted one of our younger career firefighters up to the position of captain. He's filling the vacancy created by me moving to chief, as well as a probationary member. Our current full-time staff sits today at 18 members. So that will occur January 13th at the firehouse with an after party to follow at the Millstone Elks Lodge.
Okay.
So we'd love to see you there. And again, thank you.
We'll be there. Thank you. That's Lieutenant Salvato. He's the commanding officer of the Hamilton Barracks.
Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. I was just recently assigned to Hamilton Station as of yesterday. So very happy to be here, but I'm not new to the station. I was assigned here years ago as a sergeant. I have 20 years in the state police, and I was the station commander at our Red Lion station for the last year and a half. Very pleased to be here. I'll echo the mayor's comments earlier that this is a partnership. We cannot police or do our jobs effectively without communication. That's a two-way street between the leadership here in your town and all of you residents in the community. We can't do it without you. So please, if you have any concerns or questions, problems, anything, please bring it to my attention directly or pass it through your leadership here in town. We are here for you. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ross Sitcher, as the mayor previously stated, I'm County Commissioner. On behalf of the other county commissioners, myself, Director Arnone, and of course, Commissioner Kiley, Commissioner Anderson, and Commissioner Duraco, we are so proud and honored of Millstone and how this government controls what goes on here in this town. You know, in Monmouth County, we have 53 municipalities, and as a county commissioner, we oversee all 53 municipalities. It's all within our county. And, you know, the diversity in Monmouth County is really unbelievable. You know, the western part of the county is quiet and surreal, the summertime, and it's a place where serenity really is an important thing, as opposed to the other side of the county, all the way down in Belmar and the shore, where it's hustle and bustle. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to go from one end of the county to the other. You know, I was having lunch with a friend of mine last year in Allentown, and the next day I was having dinner with them in Brielle. I said, you know, yesterday we were in Pennsylvania, and today we're in Cape Cod. We never left the county, right? It is the truth. If you really look at the fabric of Monmouth County, and a town like Millstone, what this committee and what the township adds to the fabric of Monmouth County is really second to none. We're really so fortunate to have this great area. My person, I'm a farmer myself. I own a farm in Marlborough Township, so I'm very, very partial to open space, and I am the county commissioner that oversees all the county parks. It's one of my main objectives and duties as a county commissioner. So preserving open space and keeping it for not only our wildlife and for preservation of all of our animals and everything else, I'm really proud to represent Monmouth County and be out here. And when the mayor invited me to come out here, I couldn't come out here quick enough to represent the county of Monmouth.
Appreciate it.
And we are really, really proud to be partners, and it's a key. You know, Al, you were at our reorg today, and Director Arnone basically said the exact same thing. It's all about a partnership. None of us, the 53, Monmouth County wouldn't be which it is, by the way, the greatest county in the state of New Jersey, and you all know that out of the 21 counties. It truly is. I'm not just saying that, you know it's true. We would not be that great without the partnership of our 53 municipalities. It would be impossible to do, and Millstone is a great partner of ours, and we are so proud to work hand in hand with you on making Monmouth County and Millstone the best it could possibly be. Thank you.
Just to add to what the commissioner said, in 2024, we just closed over 100 acres into farmland preservation.
Yes.
And they helped out. They were a tremendous help, so thank you very much.
It's actually closer to 200.
I stand corrected, 200 acres.
Well, it's
into
actually 200 acres with the two different properties.
Yes.
So,
And more to come.
yes, and we're continually striving to you know, bring more properties into farmland preservation to keep the rural character of Millstone and not destroy it. So, thank you very much. Assemblyman Zawicki, please.
Thank you. Well, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor, Committee, for having me. Thank you all for having me here tonight. If you don't know me, my name is Assemblyman Alex Zawicki. I represent, in addition to Millstone, 12 other municipalities across 4 different counties. So I have a town in Burlington, 2 in Ocean, several in Monmouth, and a few in Middlesex County. Diverse, as the Commissioner mentioned about the Monmouth County being diverse, certainly there's a diverse need across those 4 counties. What I've spent most of my time as your representative in the state is focused on things like military and veterans. I serve on that committee. Agriculture, I've been on that committee for the last almost 3 years now. And most recently on telecommunications and utilities. Now that one I just switched to, and I never thought the timing would work out the way it has, because utility, as you probably know, are just a huge topic right now. Everybody's utilities are going through the roof, and really working hard to try to figure out a way to bring those down. And it's enlightening when you find out how much is being passed on to the ratepayer, all of you, when something's getting done at a utility, including things like administrative costs. So things like that have got to be looked at. A couple of home runs that I feel I've had, even being in the minority, And I will tell you, even though I'm in the minority within the General Assembly, you can get things done if you actually want to, all right? So I've worked across the aisle to work on what I call common sense issues. Some of the big ones that I'm most proud of, we talked about open space. Earlier this year, the governor signed a bill that I had into law to change the farmland preservation formula. So it replaces a formula that's been in place for decades that has shortchanged the farmer. If a developer could come in and pay 4 or 5 times what the farmer would have preserved the land at. This new formula, which should go in effect in April of this year, will actually get them closer to what a developer can pay, which should encourage more farmland preservation. And with so many in the room right now, the most recent bill that I had signed into law increases penalties on assaults on first responders. So that one is one I'm incredibly proud of. It's, newly signed into law in the last month and a half. In fact, I know of an instance where it's actually been put into effect where a EMT was assaulted at a stop recently, and the penalties themselves have increased dramatically, and the scope of who's covered has increased dramatically to include fire and EMS as well. So those are the things that I'm focused on. And then lastly, superintendent, the one I didn't expect to spend a lot of time on, and I've spent the last 2 years on big time, education. Now, I'm married to a public school teacher, and I'm the son of one, so I'm kind of obligated regardless. But I didn't expect to spend as much time. But for all of you, I'm fighting really hard on that one. All right, the amount of tax dollars going away from our school districts to other school districts is just criminal. All right, and what they're spending that on. For example, I recently called out a school district up north for having a $1 million travel budget for their volunteer school board. Nothing against the school board, I don't think you guys are even close, right? But $1 million, and they went to the Bellagio, they went to Dallas, they went to Atlantic City, and not one of them, all of them, like all of them went, right? So they needed $1 million of your taxpayer money to do that. So when our schools are cutting programs and teachers and clubs and sports, we gotta fight for that. So I'm doing that for you in the state. As the mayor mentioned, it is a partnership. I can't say enough about the partnership that I have with all of you. Anything you need, I think you know, I'm available. The county's the same thing. Commissioner LaCitra and I talk all the time. By the way, I'm proud of you about limiting it to just a few minutes. But it really is a partnership, and I hope you know you have a representative in the state. I'll say this last. Other than being a father and a husband, this is the greatest honor of my life. So I love doing it. I try to give as much time to it. I want to do it well, and I want to make everybody proud. So thank you. Have a happy New Year, and stay well.
I apologize. We have another chairman in the room, chairman of our Agricultural Commission, Pat Butch. I apologize. I didn't see you sitting there. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your volunteerism.
She is little, so.
How many years have you been doing this?
Well, I'm the past chair of the Ag Board now, but I was doing it for about 15 years. I'm the current chair of the Historic Preservation.
That's what I told you, Al.
Blame him.
I'm still
Told you, Mayor.
I asked him. He gave me bad information. But you're the chair of something, so thank you. Thank
Still on the
you.
Recreation Commission.
And I'm on the
That's right.
Yes. Did you want to mention?
Newly appointed.
Did you want to mention anything about the 250th?
The semi-quincentennial?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. No, so as all of you know, in 2026, America will be celebrating our 250th anniversary of America. So County Commissioner Director Arnone, along with our county clerk, are spearheading monumental initiatives throughout the state, throughout the county rather, along with the state, and of course each of our partners in every municipality in the semi-quincentennial celebration. So there is really a lot of great stuff that's going to be coming out. One of the things I can tell you that we're working on right now, which I think is really exciting which I think personally is we're going to be doing these big concert series at Freehold. Starting next year, we're building a beautiful auditorium that's going to be in partnership with the Count Basie, and we're going to be hosting some enormous headliners for the next couple of years. We have parades, we have runs, we have so many great things that are coming along that it's going to really be a really incredible celebration. For those of you who are old enough, when I was a boy, when the bicentennial came in, I think I was 12 years old, when the bicentennial was around, I remember the tall ships coming in. So, you know, what better way to celebrate our history? And of course, as we all know, Monmouth County is the crossroads of the revolution. You know, one of the things that myself and Assemblyman Sawicki have been working on is the preservation of certain pieces of property here in Monmouth County. One of them was a huge one in Upper Freehold. It was the British encampment where just the British were encamped just days before General Washington met up with them when he was chasing them out of Valley Forge, and they were coming out of Philadelphia after we joined forces with the French and scared the British, and when they were all retreating, and Washington was flagging them, and that all happened right here. Right where we're standing, all that all came together. I actually get goosebumps when I think about it. At the end of the day, and Washington flagged them, and finally it was Colonel Morgan that pushed them off of that property on the Indian Creek in Millstone. I mean, up Allentown, Upper Freehold, and pushed them into the Monmouth Courthouse, which of course we know has now been the Battle of Monmouth, rather.
Battle of Monmouth.
And where history changed. It was the first battle that the Americans didn't leave the field. You know, it was a decisive battle that no one ever claimed victory on, but that happened here. That's our history. We own that, you know, for the rest of the country. So I'm really, really proud with the Assemblyman and the rest of our elected officials to be celebrating and pushing these things forward because, you know, we don't know where we're going unless we know where we've been. And history is the most important thing that we could ever do here. So, I don't know, I just love this county, and I just love the history associated with it, and just think, you know, General Washington was here, he did it here, and the rest of the country watches what happened right here in this county. So be proud of that, because I certainly am, I really truly am, honestly.
And we jumped in, as the Millstone Historic Society jumped in the beginning, and it was an integral part of helping them out to do this plan for 2026.
Yeah.
So thank you, and thank you, Pat, and your Historic Commission.
Yep, and there's a lot going on, so just
Yes.
stay tuned to it, and really, it's once in a lifetime. Like I said, when I was a kid, I remember the bicentennial like it was yesterday, you know, and my parents taking me to all the places to go, and hopefully, you know, we'll have that same experience. We're gonna have the same experience, but even grander and better. So
Thank you.
Make sure it happens.
Any comments from the Daves? No? Okay.
Well,
Actually, I
wait,
got something.
wait,
I just
Eric.
want to thank everyone for their support. I see a lot of my colleagues on the Environmental Commission and Shade Tree here and Finance, and I'm proud to work with the great Township Committee that I'm on, and I promise to do my best to keep Millstone the great place that it is. And so thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Appreciate it.
So this portion of the meeting, our clerk, Kathleen, has a long list of a consent agenda. So please bear with us, and then once she gets through it, it's one vote, and then we're done with it. So please take over.
Okay, first I'm going to start with correspondence.
Sorry.
Resignation received from Robert Beck, Planning Board member, effective December 31st, 2024. Also included is the Monmouth County Clerk advises Monmouth County voters of the new date for the primary election is June 10th, 2025. We have an ordinance, first reading, ordinance 25-01. It's calendar year 2025 ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank, NJSA 48:4-45.14.
Explanatory statement. This ordinance authorizes an increase of 3.5% over the previous year's final appropriations. Motion to adopt the table, please.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you. Second, please.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Zeiner?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Mayor Farah.
Yes.
Second reading and public hearing to be held on February 5th, 2025 at 8 p.m. at the Millstone Township Meeting Room, 215 Millstone Road, Prineville, New Jersey. Okay, here we go. Resolutions. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Committee and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired of any item, that item will be considered separately. 25-01, resolution appointing professionals for 2025. 25-02, resolution appointing qualified purchasing agent. 25-03, resolution reappointing township administrator and clean communities advocate. 25-04, resolution appointing township tax search officer. 25-05, resolution appointing public agency compliance officer. 25-06, resolution appointing treasurer. 25-07, resolution appointing construction department appointments. 25-08, resolution appointing code enforcement officer. 25-09, resolution appointing recycling coordinator. 25-10, resolution appointing community development representative. 25-11, resolution appointing members to the Millstone Township Veterans Memorial Council. 25-12, resolution appointing fund commissioner, safety director, and right-to-know coordinator to the Monmouth County Municipal JIP. 25-13, resolution appointing 911 coordinator. 25-14, resolution appointing videographer. 25-15, resolution appointing the Class 3 member to the Millstone Township Planning Board. 25-16, resolution appointing members to the Open Space Preservation Council. 25-17, resolution appointing members to the Agricultural Advisory Council. 25-18, resolution appointing Monmouth County Agricultural Development Board representative. 25-19, resolution appointing members to the Municipal Alliance Committee's Executive Board. 25-20, resolution appointing zoning officer. 25-21, resolution appointing violation clerk to the municipal court. 25-22, resolution authorizing the appointment of an alternative individual to perform duties of a municipal court administrator when the municipal court administrator is unavailable. 25-23, resolution authorizing interlocal service agreement providing for municipal court services for Roosevelt Borough. 25-24, resolution appointing COA representative. 25-25, resolution appointing coordinator between the Township of Millstone and the Office of Aging. 25-26, resolution appointing local historian. 25-27, resolution establishing the 2025 temporary budget. 25-28, resolution adopting a cash management plan. 25-29, resolution to authorize the continuation of petty cash funds for calendar year 2025. 25-30, resolution to establish official depositories for township funds. 25-31, resolution authorizing the acceptance of credit card payments for the collection of fees for municipal court. 25-32, resolution to authorize tax collector to hold tax sale. 25-33, resolution authorizing the cancellation of minimum balances and overpayments by tax collector. 25-34, resolution appointing coordinator of the Millstone Township Office of Emergency Management. 25-35, resolution to allow an additional penalty of 6% to be collected against a delinquency in excess of $10,000. 25-36, resolution authorizing real estate tax payments by electronic funds transfer via internet via Edmunds GovTech WIP. 25-37, resolution authorizing the tax assessor to file appeals, omitted and added assessment, appeals, and rollback complaints with the Monmouth County Board of Taxation. 25-38, resolution authorizing shared service agreement with Roosevelt Borough for repair, maintenance, snow removal, and ice control on Nurka Road. 25-39, resolution authorizing contract with Edmunds GovTech. 25-40, resolution appointing conflict municipal court judge. 25-41, resolution authorizing online recreation registration payments through Easy Merchant plus Stripe Connect. 25-42, resolution granting permission to pay certain bills prior to committee meetings. 25-43, resolution appointing Clean Communities Coordinator. 25-44, resolution authorizing deer carcass removal as per Somerset Contract CC-0058-24. 25-45, resolution authorizing the continuation of a shared service, mutual aid between the Township of Jackson and the Township of Millstone pertaining to conflict of interest and emergency coverage construction code enforcement services. 25-46, resolution authorizing contract with Action Data Services. 25-47, resolution authorizing the tax collector to charge a fee for the issuance of a duplicate tax sale certificate pursuant to Chapter 99 Public Laws of 1997. 25-48, resolution authorizing the Township of Millstone to establish a commodity resale agreement with the Millstone Township Board of Education. 25-49, resolution authorizing shared service agreement with Roosevelt Borough for certified municipal recycling coordinator and recycling reporting services. 25-50, resolution authorizing continued membership with Sourcewell, a national purchasing cooperative, and authorizing a contract through Sourcewell to Verizon Connect for a fleet management system. 25-51, resolution appointing part-time finance clerk. 25-52, resolution authorizing award of a non-fair and open contract for professional risk management consulting services. 25-53, resolution increasing contract amount for the New Jersey licensed tree expert for the calendar year 2024. 25-54, resolution appointing seasonal clean communities employees. 25-55, resolution appointing seasonal clean community employee. 25-56, resolution appointing deputy emergency management coordinators. 25-57, resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Millstone appointing municipal housing liaison.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready.
And you
That's some
did that
more.
all in one breath.
Pretty
Thank you. Yes. All right. A motion to adopt the table, all of those.
I move to adopt.
Thank you. Do I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Committeeperson Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committeeperson Ziner?
Yes.
Committeeperson Davis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Mayor Farrow?
Yes.
So I had the chance to go to the county reorg a couple hours ago. They were able to do this in bulk, so I think Brian and I are gonna have to talk about if there's
Yeah.
anything we need to do to save Kathleen from,
So,
everybody could read them in advance and then decide if they need to be pulled, and maybe we could do it in bulk, save you.
Absolutely, and I was at that reorg meeting this afternoon as well. They have probably double our consent agenda, and the clerk said, okay, this is all consent agenda, all items will be, voted upon in one sweep unless one of the commissioners want to discuss it. And there was a vote, and all 100 were done in 30 seconds. So I think
I think they took out 8, there was one group.
Yeah.
And then after that,
If we missed a workshop before that, then we had to discuss them all.
So I think we're going to adopt your, take your cue and do that for next year. At this point, there are a bunch of mayoral appointments, and I'll go through them really quickly, and then open it up to the liaison positions, which will be done quick, and then open it up to the public for any kind of statements, and please, we'll go in the back, have coffee, drinks, and anything else that you'd like. So at this point, I would like to mayor's appointment to the Clarksburg Cultural Center. Be it resolved that Doreen Polhemus shall serve as the steward of the Clarksburg Cultural Center for 1-year term commencing January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025. Be it further resolved that a copy of this appointment be forwarded to the Millstone Township Land Use Administrator, the Millstone Township Historic Preservation Commission, and to the appointee. Mayor's appointment to the Millstone Township Environmental Commission. Be it resolved that Benny Kruglerini and Amanda Blanco are hereby appointed as members of the Millstone Township Environmental Commission for a 3-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2027. Be it further resolved that the mayor hereby appoints Douglas Lishek as the chairperson to the Millstone Township Environmental Commission, term expiring December 31st, 2025. Be it further resolved that a copy of these appointments be forwarded to the Millstone Township Environmental Commission and to the appointees. Mayor's appointments to the Millstone Township Historic Preservation Commission. Be it resolved by the Mayor of the Township of Millstone that Diane Blackwell is hereby appointed as a Class C member of the Millstone Township Historic Preservation Commission for a 4-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2028. Be it further resolved by the Mayor of the Township of Millstone that Mary Castigliota is hereby appointed alternate member 1 of the Millstone Township Historic Preservation Commission for a 2-year term commencing on January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2026. Be it further resolved that a copy of these appointments is forwarded to the Millstone Township Historic Preservation Commission and to the appointees. Mayor's appointment to the Millstone Township Parks and Recreation Commission. Be it resolved that Renee Rendazzo is hereby appointed to the Millstone Township Recreation Commission as a regular member for a 5-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2029. Wow, 29.
We need her on there till
No, I'm just talking about the year, 2029, wow. Be it further resolved that Justin Andrillo is hereby appointed to the Millstone Township Recreation Commission as an alternate one member to fulfill the unexpired term of Stacy Curtis, term ending December 31st, 2026. Be it further resolved that a copy of these appointments be forwarded to the Millstone Township Parks and Recreation Commission and to the appointees. Mayor's appointment to the Planning Board. Be it resolved that the mayor shall serve as a Class 1 member to the Millstone Township Planning Board for a one-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2025. Be it further resolved that Anthony Cipriano shall serve as an alternate 2 member to the Millstone Township Planning Board for a two-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2026. Be it further resolved that the copy of this appointment be forwarded to the Millstone Township Planning Board and to the appointees. Mayor's appointment to the Millstone Township Planning Board, Mayor's designee. Be it resolved that Jeb Ziner shall serve as a Class 1 member to the Millstone Township Planning Board at the pleasure of the mayor. Term expires December 31st, 2025. Be it further resolved that a copy of this appointment be forwarded to the Millstone Township Planning Board and to the appointee. Mayor's appointment to the Millstone Township Shade Tree Commission. Be it resolved that Mark Mamaraga is hereby appointed as a member of the Millstone Township Shade Tree Commission for a term of 5 years, commencing January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2029. Be it further resolved that a copy of this appointment be forwarded to the Millstone Township Shade Tree Commission and to the appointee. Mayor's appointments to the Millstone Township Zoning Board of Adjustments. Be it resolved by the Mayor of the Township of Millstone that Lloyd Cadigan is hereby appointed as a regular member to the Millstone Township Zoning Board of Adjustments for a 4-year term commencing January 1st, 2025, term ending December 31st, 2028. Be it further resolved that Leonard Ditello is hereby appointed as an alternate 1 member to the Millstone Township Zoning Board of Adjustments to fulfill the unexpired term of Lloyd Cadigan, term expiring December 31st, 2025. Be it further resolved that a copy of these appointments be forwarded to the Millstone Township Zoning Board of Adjustments and to the appointees. Thank you. Kathleen, do you take over for the liaison positions, or you want me to do it?
I will. if you-
Okay, okay.
All right, so Township Committee Liaison positions for 2025. Department of Public Works, Building and Grounds, Recycling is going to be Deputy Mayor Morris as the primary and Mayor Farrow as the secondary. Finance, Committee Person Davis is the primary, Mayor Farrow is secondary. Health, Safety, and Welfare, Committee Person Zabrowski is the primary, Committee Person Ziner is secondary. Community Newsletter, Website, Cable TV, Committee Person Ziner is primary, Deputy Mayor Morris is secondary. Office of Emergency Management is Mayor Farrow. Personnel, Committee Person Ziner is primary, Committee Person Zabrowski, secondary. Boards of Parks and Recreation Commission, Deputy Mayor Morris, primary, Committee Person Ziner, secondary. County and state agencies, Mayor Farrow is primary, Committee Person Davis is secondary. Drug Alliance, Committee Person Ziner. Senior Citizens, Committee Person Zabrowski. Environmental Commission, Committee Person Davis. Historic Preservation Commission, Deputy Mayor Morris. Board of Education, Committee Person Ziner is primary, Mayor Farrow is secondary. Municipal Court, Deputy Mayor Morris. Fire and First Aid, Mayor Farrow is primary, Deputy Mayor Morris is secondary. Ag Board, Deputy Mayor Morris is primary, Committee Person Zabrowski is secondary. State Police, Mayor Farrow. Shade Tree Commission, Committee Person Davis. Construction Department, Committee Person Davis is primary, Mayor Farrow is secondary. Open Space Preservation Council, Committee Person Zabrowski. COA, Committee Person Zabrowski is primary, and Committee Person Ziner is secondary.
Thank you. So I just have to add something. I grew up in New York, and I thought that the NYPD was the greatest police department in the world until I moved to New Jersey. And I started interacting with the New Jersey State Police, and I found out that they are second to none. So I thank you for your entire department, and on behalf of this committee, we wholeheartedly support the New Jersey State Police, and thank you for everything that you do for us. And we have a police department that has unlimited resources, and we don't plan on changing that anytime soon. So again, thank you for all that you do for Millstone. I'd like to open it up to committee, comments. Would anybody like to say anything?
I'll just say congratulations to Eric and Tara on and all the reappointments that were done tonight. I think you had a tremendous team here, and obviously tremendous team supporting the community out there. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just have one comment. So for the past 3 years, I've actually been.
Bring
It's on.
no, bring it toward you.
For the past 3 years, I've been liaison to the Board of Education, and it has had its ups and downs. And this year, I'm actually passing the baton over to Jeff Ziner. So if you guys need anything, since I see a lot of Board of Ed members in the audience, Jeff will now be your contact. So good luck to you all.
It's something like congratulations and condolences. Sorry, Jeff. To talk about the school board, I don't know if the residents in Millstone know, but it was a collaborative effort of the Township Committee and the school board in 2024 to come up with a plan. And since I'm living here, which is now January, would be 25 years, I've never seen my taxes go down. But the collaborative effort, again, of this administration and the Board of Ed, we were able to reduce taxes approximately $600 per household. Nice. So I believe we're the only municipality in New Jersey that did that. So, and we're going to continue the collaborative effort between, the township and the Board of Ed. We're going to continue to work to better our schools, to provide better education, security, and just the quality of life that, we want to have here moving forward. Also, there are a couple of things that were planned for 2024 that are hopefully going to come to fruition in 2025. And there's a program that has an action committee that are made up with certain wives that are taking the front of this, and it's called the Rest and Reflect program. And that's going to be a tree and bench program that we're going to improve our park, our municipal park. So we're going to have benches that we're going to put in Millstone Park with appropriate trees. So this way, when you go to use our parks, now you have a place to sit along the trail. That's one of the good things that we're doing. Another good thing is we had submitted a grant to the county to Commissioner LaRosica's liaison counterparts, the Parks and Recreation, and we were approved that grant, and now we have an ad hoc committee that is designing and researching to put in a pavilion in Millstone Park, which is also going to attract Battle of the Bands and Friday night movies in the park and productions in the park and stuff like that. So even though you don't see a lot of things being done, a lot of things are being done behind the scenes, and we're working very diligently to increase, events and bring the community together, because we all have the same goal. We all have the common goal of, living here and enjoying each other's company and enjoying the quality of life. And by providing these things for you, we bring the community together, and now we have another form of recreation that the entire community can enjoy, and everybody reaps the benefits of it. So those are just a couple of the projects that we're slating. There are other things that we can't discuss yet because they haven't come to fruition, but we're always working for your behalf. Thank you very much. Anything else? All right, I've said enough at this portion of the meeting. I open it up to the public.
At 7:55.
If anybody from the public would like to come up, please state your name and your address.
Good afternoon. Good evening, Mayor and community members. My name is Ed Johnson, Brookdale Community College. I guess my address would be 5 convenient locations around my county. I'm the Executive Director of Governmental Affairs and Community Relations, and I'm here tonight on behalf of Dr. Stout to extend his well wishes, Happy New Year, and his commitment of the college to work together with our municipalities to do whatever we can to create opportunities, share resources, or to discover new partnerships this next year and beyond. To that point, Mr. Mayor, we'll be in contact with you in the next week or two concerning a celebratory breakfast. We were going to go to the Bellagio, but I guess I guess that's the question.
No.
So we'd like to invite you, seriously, we'd like to invite you to the Lidcoff campus to join Dr. Stout. We're inviting all of the mayors of Monmouth County to join us on April 10th to celebrate Community College Month, which is April of each year, and also Local Government Week with the New Jersey League of Municipalities.
Okay.
So congratulations and best wishes for success from Brookdale Community College.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you.
Would anybody else like to come up and speak? Give us your thoughts, your concerns, your innovation, your creativity, please. We welcome it. Anybody?
It's been a long day, right?
We're good? Okay. Mr. Ryan, come on up. Mr. Walker. Please
how you
state,
doing?
please state your name and your address for everybody to know.
Oh yeah, Ryan Walker, 11 Pine Hill, right down the street. I'm not used to this many people being here for the meetings. I come a lot, so congratulations to you guys. And I've been going to a lot of the meetings, so a lot is coming and happening in this town. And I hope the buzz about all the agro-tourism that has been happening in some of the other meetings happens and comes to fruition in the town. And
We're working on it.
yep, and I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Seeing that, I'd like to...
Mr. Mayor, I have one more thing, if you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead.
So I want to make mention the Shade Tree Commission that I work with, great members. We are looking to adopt a tree program in Millstone Township, where our residents can adopt a tree in memory of a loved one. We have our first plaque up over by the school, middle school, of a silver oak tree that was planted. So I encourage everybody to go there and take a look. But you'll be hearing more about the Adopt a Tree program, so please look out for that. We look to make that a great program.
Commemorative tree.
Commemorative tree. Thank you.
That's the
Mary Ann.
secretary, yes.
Mary Ann keeps me in line at all my meetings. Thank you, Mary Ann.
No problem. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. With that said, I'd like to close the public portion of the meeting at
7:58.
Thank you. And a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make it.
Thank you. Second, please.
I'll second, Mayor.
Thank you. All in, timeout?
All in
All
favor?
in favor?
Aye.
Timeout?
7:59.
Thank you.